there's nothing like cracking that cellophane and pulling that record out. It just smells great.
Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Non-stop hardcore energy.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Unlike any other.
With your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. The Bod Father.
Man, this stuff rocks.
This is Corey James of Carbonstone, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
The views and opinions of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, aka the Bod Father, and as always, I'm bringing you guys and gals awesome interviews, and I also want to thank the ones who come back and listen to the replay of this interview. Today, I have on the podcast with me vocalist, guitarist, and songwriter Corey James of Carbonstone. Carbonstone released their single AM Trauma off their upcoming album entitled Dark Matter, which is set to release on October 29th independently. I tried to get Corey to release it October 8th on my birthday, but he's like, nah, Bod, I can't.
I'm sorry, man.
I tried.
Yep.
I even offered him, like some lasagna or some Chicago deep dish pizza, which is the best, I think.
There you go. That's good shit right there.
That's exactly right, man. It's like, Lord mercy. That's like Popeye spinach to me. It's like,
it's been a while.
So, man, how you been doing so far?
I've been doing great. Today's been a little chaotic here in Maryland. It's been absolutely crazy.
I would say so. Yeah, we got hit hard in Kentucky with this weather. So
yeah, so like I said, it's a little rainy out this way with this monsoon that's going on with the hurricane and everything. So it's been a really drudgy day here.
Yeah, we got hit hard. I want to say Tuesday. No, day is Tuesday. I want to say we got hit hard Monday.
It's Tuesday?
Wednesday. No, day's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Good Lord. Lord of mercy. I'm all over the place.
I feel you, brother.
It's your fault.
I know.
Good Lord. Anyway, yeah, we got hit hard Monday with it in Kentucky. And I mean, there was damage in one of the counties that I'm close to, man. It just really ripped through. So it's crazy stuff.
We had a couple tornadoes actually just went through an area about 40 minutes away from us, and the damage has been pretty bad. Cars ripped up, and trees.
It's
crazy.
Amazing how that can come all the way from Louisiana up that East Coast side. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And still drop the damage, man.
Yep. So how excited are you to release this upcoming album titled Dark Matter?
I'm fucking stoked, man, because the last album we released was way back in 2014. So it's been a long time.
Did you guys just take a hiatus or just needed a break to recharge, or was there still stuff going on?
Yeah, it was a big, huge hiatus. I mean, for all intents and purposes, the band just kind of broke up right after we did the album. Everybody kind of jumped into different projects and stuff. I think we were really burned out. We were playing a ton of shows in that year of 2014. And on top of doing all the album recording that we released, and everyone was just so burned out. So I think that's what caused kind of like the downfall of the project. But, as a musician, you can only lay dormant for so long before it clicks and you jump back into it. So I'm so fucking stoked for this new album, man. Seriously.
What's your thoughts on the great response that the single AM Trauma has gotten so far? And we're going to talk about this because this came to you like an epiphany, pretty much the way I take it. But what's your thoughts on that so far? I'm
blown away by it because, like I said, I mean, this whole thing kind of got resurrected a year and a half ago, and this is the first actual song we've released since then, and I'm still blown away by it. I wasn't expecting that kind of response from the fans and from new fans for the project. But yeah, it was really fucked up how that song actually came to be.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that because when I was reading it and I was like, man, that's crazy. But that's how things come together, like lightning in a bottle, I say.
You got it.
So I don't mean this in a negative way. I hate that COVID has hit and it's still here, but in some ways it's been a blessing for bands like yourselves to put this out, to maybe get discovered, then say like, if this hadn't have happened.
Yeah, that thought has definitely crossed my mind too. like my wife says, it's kind of like the entire world just kind of stopped turning and allowed room for people like us to really kind of get things done that we weren't really able to do before musically. And, it's definitely a shame that all that happened, especially with, all the touring artists and national acts, especially last year with the whole everything shutting down, all the industries. And, but yeah, it definitely a little blessing in all that darkness there for some of us musicians.
And here's a weird thing too, and people's gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but I do this a lot. You know this. You're a musician. You do this a lot. You see stuff every day like I do, but it doesn't seem like it's oversaturated with so much music now because of this. If that makes sense. Have you saw that too?
Yeah. Yep. It's like everybody's releasing singles at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful because, if you love music, it's every time you turn around, there's a new song getting dropped from an artist you love. And it's just, it can be a little overwhelming, but it's fucking awesome. It's an endless amount of songs you can listen to.
So what did you find yourself doing during the pandemic? Did you do anything differently other than just work on music? Did you find yourself like collecting stuff or catching up on things?
No, I actually just maintained as much of a normal lifestyle as I can. I actually worked through my day job through the entire pandemic, so I didn't really have any time off. But I still stayed writing on top of that.
Me too. I worked right through the whole thing.
There you go.
Yeah, worked from home and worked in the office, so it was back and forth. And I don't laugh at me, folks. You do what you do. This is your own choice. But I'm getting vaccinated Friday. I have to because of my mother. She's elderly and she's more important than anything to me. So I can
respect that.
I don't want nothing to happen to her, so I'm going to do it. Bite the bullet, I guess that's what they call it. So
we actually we caught it back, and it was last October. So we actually ended up with getting COVID too. So
we both caught it too. My mom said it, and I've had it.
Oh man, damn dude.
And I had
it sucked.
Yeah, and I had the whole breathing aspect too. What was going on with it? The effects from and after.
Oh shit!
I couldn't make it from my bedroom to the kitchen. That's how.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it was bad on me. But my mom, she was fine. I mean, she's 70 years old and still kicking ass.
That's incredible because my father, he's 69, and he's the one that gave it to me. He had no symptoms at all. He was great, and I was fucked up. What the hell, man?
Yeah, that's how it goes. And I was just like, I'd rather be me than her. So
yep. I feel you.
So you woke up out of a dead sleep. Like I said, this is this epiphany that I was talking about, the main hook riff going through your head, man. Let's talk about this for AM Trauma. Like, what was your thoughts when you heard this at first? I mean, was it just something that just didn't go away and just kept punching at you to do it? Or
that's it. Literally, like I said, last year, I was really in a kind of a downward kind of slump and not being inspired and all that shit. And I guess it was January of this year where the spark just reignited, and I was so overly inspired, and I was writing so many songs simultaneously at the same time. And AM Trauma, I hadn't even started writing at all. Period. It didn't exist. And I remember went to sleep one night and woke up. I think it was probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and just heard the riff blasting in my head, just on repeat. And I said, "Man, I can't let this thing go. I got to get up and record this right now." So crawled out of bed and pulled my phone out and grabbed the guitar and replicated what I was hearing in my head and saved it as AM Trauma because I was still fucking half asleep when I was writing the riff. And the next morning, a couple hours later, I got up and I said, I got to finish that. And I sat down and finished the whole song sonically right there. And all the lyrics just fell into place on top of that. Fucking crazy.
So has this recharged your batteries and gave you that, I guess, injection that you needed to feel your love for music again, man?
Absolutely. 1,000%, man. I can't ever turn your back on it. When you're a musician, it's there for life. It's in your blood, and it feels fucking incredible to be doing it again. And
I have to say that this has to be more special to you just in the way that it came to life, especially how it came to life.
Yeah, I've never done that before. I've never, I've heard riffs in my head, when I'm going to sleep a lot of the time, but I've never been spoken to, so intensely about something like that. So it's fucking awesome.
Maybe it's the rock god saying, "Get your ass up and let's do this."
Yeah, hell yeah.
Lemmy or Cliff or somebody like that go, "Come on, man, let's do this."
Let's go. Looking right.
So how many new songs do you have written or are you guys working on at this time? And are these previously written or are these all brand new?
Let's see. Most of them are brand new. It's going to be a 12-track album.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the songs on the album, actually two, are back from, I think, 2009, 2010. One of them I never, ever released, ever. I recorded a rough demo of it, never put it on the internet. So no one's ever heard it before. So it's going to be 1000% brand new for everybody else. But I've had that song in my pocket for a very long time. So it's really crazy now to hear it full band and getting ready to be pressed out on a CD. Little fucking mind blowing.
That's cool to see how songs are stuck in your back pocket or in a notebook that you had from high school.
Yep.
You know, I'd say I'm in my 40s and to go back and like you, man, going back to your notebook or whatever to pull this song out that many years ago. It's it's crazy.
It is.
To see where your mind was then to now to change some stuff in it to
boom.
Yeah.
And I'm right behind you too. I'm in my late 30s.
Yeah, I'll be 42 in October.
42 years old. There you go, man.
24, folks. I'm sorry.
24. I'm 36. I'm 36.
God, I'm an old man. You're young.
No, you're not. No.
Oh.
No.
Any tracks standing out more to you than any right now, Corey, that you can talk about possibly that are sticking out more to you than AM Trauma, maybe?
Yeah. Without giving too much away, it's one of the closing tracks. It's the closing track on the album, and it's titled Heal, as in Heal. The entire album, it's going to be basically kind of a crazy story from the first track title through the middle. And it's basically going to be a healing process kind of story. And that's why has a whole little dark matter title to it. And that's a track, obviously, but it's going to be really cool how it all plays out. We just did the track listing actually 2 weeks ago, and it sounds pretty killer. It's going to be one hell of a story. I'll tell you that.
So is this like a concept album that you guys are doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Yep.
And so is this going to be the first installment? Are we looking at more or no? I mean, I don't want to dive too far into this for you guys.
I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but yeah, I got you.
So was there a track that you guys were working on that totally ended up sounding different than it was intended to so far? Maybe
almost all of them.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. Yeah, because our studio engineer, he's also one of the band members. He does all the synths and the keyboard and electronic elements. We're all huge fans of the industrial stuff, Stabbing Westward and Spine Shank, and old school new metal industrial stuff. So Neely's the guitarist. We would write the demos for these songs, and we'd go into the studio, and the song would come out like fucking 70% different than when we took it in. So, but that's part of being a musician is using the open mind and letting all those other elements and creative juices all flow and happen. So,
yeah, you see a song that goes from its infant stages to, hey, you're an adult now.
Exactly. And everybody has different ideas.
Yeah.
And like I said, I like to let everybody kind of give their own idea and put that on top of that. And, if there's not a good idea, we'll say, nah, we don't like that, but let's try this. And, there's no me in the project.
That's good.
So,
it's really good.
Yeah.
Were you guys a little nervous at all releasing new music right now, or just to, hell with it, let's just put this out there?
I wouldn't say I was nervous about it. I was definitely fucking antsy. I was like, I wonder how everybody's going to take this song. I mean, and especially with the music video that was attached to the song, AM Trauma, that I don't know, man, I'm still blown away by it.
Are there any tracks that's not going to make this album that we could see on something upcoming down the road, maybe that for sure that's not going to make it?
Yes, that is possible. Yep. There's actually two other tracks that were tentative that didn't make the cut. So
there you go.
Yep.
All right, so who did the artwork for this single? Because it looks pretty awesome.
The artwork was actually done by my wife, Crystal.
Crystal, you did a good job.
Crystal, you did a good job. She said, thank you.
That's cool, man. In-house doing stuff like that, because it's hard to come up with artwork, and especially somebody to actually get what you're wanting specifically to speak for that single.
Exactly. So I'm able to, you know, tell her what I'm seeing in my head, and then she can put it on paper, you know, put it right in front of me she's really good with the graphics art and stuff. I suck. I'm terrible at that shit, man. I can't do it.
I do stick figures all day. I can draw stick figures all day, man.
Yeah, me too, man.
Or circle and say, that's a rhino. No, it ain't a circle. No, it ain't.
That's a circle, man. Come on. She actually did the album cover art as well.
That's awesome.
So
that's very awesome. So producing wise, this is all in-house for you guys, correct?
It's all in-house.
Okay. Do you like having that freedom to do it in-house besides having a producer, or would you eventually like to work with a producer?
The freedom is much better. I definitely prefer the freedom. And like I said, Tony has his own studio. And that's, I mean, I look at him as a producer as well, but he's also a member, but it's kind of a weird situation, if that makes any kind of sense.
So here's the real question, since I've got you on here, got you on the hot seat. Do you like him better as a bandmate or producer? Oh.
I'm going to say both. I choose both.
Because I know some man, they hound it out, and that's what you need. I mean, you need to be pushed. You need to have someone that pushes you outside that box and like challenges you, because if not, then what's the point?
He does that. He can actually piss me off when I'm doing vocal tracking, which is good. It's a very good thing. I'll be in the booth and I'll cut this killer fucking take vocally, and I'll be like all proud about it. And he'll say, "Do it again. That wasn't good enough."
Oh.
So he's one of those assholes.
It's like, here's track 14. What's so different about track 14 than 3?
Yep, that's exactly how we record it. So, but it's good because he pushes me, and because he wants the best performance out of me as well.
Sure.
And it works. You know, AM Trauma was a fun one. I remember tracking vocals for that very well.
Do you see the band still musically growing and pushing outside that box, or are they things that you want to still incorporate that you've not even touched yet?
I've always been really into doing vocal fry technique and screaming and stuff, and I'd like to put a lot more of that in. There's a lot of that on this album coming up, but I'm definitely down to do a lot more screaming. So, in your own opinion, what do you hope everyone takes away while listening to this new single, or just any of Carbonstone's music in general, man? What do you hope they get from it? I really just want people to connect with the song, and a lot of the lyrical content's not happy, but life's not happy all the fucking time. So I really want people to connect with the darker lyrics and recognize that they're not alone on this earth. There's other people out there that feel the same things and fight the same battles and stuff, even if they don't even talk about it. Yeah. I just want people to connect. That's it, and feel it. That's it. I'm glad you mentioned that, Corey. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because this album, even though it's dark, it could hit somebody, it can be their saving grace. I mean, this album can speak for somebody that, that can't say anything, but this album does it for them. And that's it. And they don't know that they needed music as much as they needed it at that time, if that makes sense. Yep. 1000%. And I'm really, outside all the music shit, man, and all that stuff, I'm all about helping people and seeing people help people, because I've been in some pretty dark places in my past, and survived it, came out of it. My wife did the same. She's come out of some dark spots too. So it's all about lifting people up. That's really what it is. Yeah, it's like, I help people get interviews and things like that. I want to see other people to, achieve their goals, just the same as mine. I don't care to help somebody out. I think that's a shame. I think it's crazy that somebody wouldn't help somebody to get a contact or something like that to help them out. It just blows my mind. Absolutely. What made you want to become a musician? What was that spark for you, man, that said, yeah, I want to try this at least? Oh, God. Okay, so way back in the day. About 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago. You're talking about the original music aspect? Back when I was a little kid. I was a military brat, and we were constantly traveling all over the place. My dad had to keep moving from base to base. My mother was always blasting the Rolling Stones in the VHS. Remember, we had VHS back then.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Rolling Stone Voodoo Lounge on repeat.
Oh,
And yep. And then she had all the cassettes. And when I fucking heard Painted Black as a kid, that song blew my mind. And that was the band, that was the artist that kicked my foot in the door, enjoying music, rock music at all. And fast forward a couple years, and I heard Offspring, Self-Esteem, that the Smash album blew my fucking mind, dude. And that was it for me. As soon as I heard that album, game over, and I said, I want to be a musician. I want to do it. So saved up all my allowance as a kid and bought a fucking first guitar myself, and rest is history. Here we are.
Holy crap. And I'm not saying this, and I'm not saying this to say, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. But I seriously was just listening to the Offspring Smash.
Are you serious, dude?
I'm not joking, dude. Seriously.
Fuck yeah, brother. It's great, man.
My favorite track off of that album, give me 1 second here, off of Smash is, hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. I had it up here and I've got so much music to see.
I love Gotta Get Away.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Gone Away by far is my favorite Offspring song.
It's Gone Away, yep.
Let's see, let me find it right here, the Offspring. And no, I'm not cutting this out in the interview because it's good.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Hang on here. Good Lord, I got so, here we go. Off of Smash, my favorite one is the last freaking song on here. And it's Smash, the self-titled song.
Yes, yep, it's Smash, yep. Fuck yeah, dude.
That song is like, oh.
Isn't that the head over heels I've been in before? Yep, see? Look, yep. Yes, sir.
To me, as far as a punk song and alternative song, that's heavy.
It is. It's fucking heavy as shit, man.
And Smash is so filled with different flavors of music on that. Man, you've got roller coasters on there.
It's
God,
a phenomenal fuck. See, now when we get off this interview, I'll be blasting Smash. So there we go.
That's what you do.
Fuck yeah, man.
I want to go back here just a little bit too, because you mentioned Painted Black. Have you heard Gob's version of Painted Black?
I don't believe I have.
You gotta listen to it.
Oh shit. Okay.
After we do this interview, you're gonna listen to it.
Okay. I'm down.
It will blow you away. And condolences to Charlie, because phenomenal drummer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was pretty devastated when that happened the other week, man. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Me either. I knew that they had canceled some shows, if I'm not mistaken, and I knew that he was. I thought they said he was sick or kind of under the weather.
And then boom, and then it's funny because we were the spotlight artists on Sirius XM Octane fan club group on Facebook. And I was explaining how, Rolling Stones kicked our foot in the door. We actually did a remake of Painted Black, by the way, too. If you haven't heard that.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a little heavier version. I scream in that one. But
I'll check that
I
out.
had just posted that up there, and 2 hours later got the news that Charlie was gone. So
oh my God.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking believe it. So
I can't believe the passings that we've had so far.
Dude.
It's floored me. And that's why I say, and I even, kick myself in the ass. Get out and see these bands while you have the chance.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Like Joey Jordison. I mean, my God, that floored me.
What? 49, right? 49 years old? Mm-hmm. Fucking crazy, man. Damn.
Yeah, so crazy. Well, I was going to ask you, do you still have a go-to album or song that you find yourself going back and listening to that affects you? But I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Offspring Smash.
You got it, man. That's it, man. That's it. That was when they came out. They came out in 1994, I believe, right? 94, 93? Yeah.
And that's another album for me that just accepted, I felt like I was accepted at that time.
Yep. Every time Come Out and Play comes on the radio, I still go crank.
You better believe it.
You
better believe it. Now, I'm not too fond of their newer stuff, but I mean that.
God. I agree. But they're still here and they're still making music. So that's fucking incredible.
Oh yeah. God. Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing, man. People appreciate these bands that are still around. That are actually still putting music out. They're trying. and these bands, and Corey can back me on this, you can't keep putting out the same album 15 years.
Amen. That's right. Can't do it.
Like Metallica. I mean, I know people give them shit for all blah, 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 but
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
it's time they have to grow up.
And even to say Linkin Park, rest in peace, Chester, of course.
Yeah.
They ended up changing their sound. I wasn't a huge fan of the newer sound, but I still respected the shit out of it because they realized that they had to change.
Yeah, sure. So I want to step back here for just a little bit. Coming back into this after a long time of a hiatus, being on Serious Octane's band for the few weeks, how does that make you guys feel, man? Honestly.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. It was actually the fan page, so it wasn't actually Octane itself, but that was pretty fucking incredible. There's almost 30,000 people in that group on Facebook and everything, and having my ugly face stuck up there on the timeline photo for 2 weeks, that's a pretty good feeling, man. It's a good feeling. Able to connect and meet new fans, and everybody welcomed us with open arms and checked out AM Trauma all over the place, and it's definitely been a crazy, awesome past couple of months. It's been fucking wild.
Have you seen like the fan base grow since being on the fan page of Serious Octane?
Yes, I have. Yep. The numbers, every morning I wake up, there's tons of more followers on the page and more hits all over the songs on our YouTube, and it's they're everybody else is throwing it out there too. Every time I log in, there's people sharing our stuff all over the place, and I'm like, that's crazy because I don't know what's happened between past 7 years and now, but I don't know. It's crazy.
Maybe you guys just needed that, I don't know, articulate drive, that breath to fuel that fire. You know what I'm saying? And that happens a lot, so there you go. How can folks stay in touch with you guys, buy some merchandise, tour dates, all this good stuff when you guys get to go on tour?
Yes. Yeah.
So how can they do that?
Just jump on our Facebook, just type in Carbonstone on Facebook, find us on there. We just opened up our official website, carbonstone.net. That's where you can buy merchandise and keep up to date with the new album comings and new album merch that's about to happen. And we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. I mean, just you type in Carbonstone, we'll pop up. So,
and before I let you go, good sir, would you care to do a promo for my podcast?
Absolutely. This is Corey James of Carbonstone, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour podcast. Please get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast link, YouTube link, and please, folks, please, I'm begging you as a awesome guy, because I'm a good guy, please subscribe to our YouTube page. It would mean the world to me. And also get out and check out Carbonstone. You won't be disappointed. AM Trauma, the acoustic version of this song, is so damn good. So good. I'm an acoustic guy. I like that stuff. But seriously, give these guys a fair shot and you won't be disappointed. So, Corey, man, thank you so much. And I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. And you're welcome on here anytime you want, my brother.
I appreciate it, John. Thank you very much, brother.
No problem.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.